Something strange is going on with the New York Knicks. His Knicks first-round pick, Pacome Dadiet, is dealing with an injury that many fans have heard about, but on top of that, he appears to just be completely out of the New York Knicks' minds right now, and this is very, very weird after just using a first-round pick on him and now playing guys who have no future with the Knicks over Dadiet, and we're going to break all of this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for all Knicks content. So if you're part of that 69%, make sure to subscribe. You guys have been killing it on the subs recently. Thank you so much for 12,000. Off to 13 we go. We're trying to get to 13 and a half, 14,000 by the time of the playoffs. So help us out there, but let's jump into this. Pacome Dadiet was picked with the 26th overall pick in the NBA draft last year, and the Knicks had a lot of high hopes for him. They picked him, and he was supposed to be a first-round pick that started slipping, and well, the Knicks, they contacted Pacome's agent, and they were the only team that was willing to pick him in the first round, but they needed him to take a bit of a pay cut in his first year, which Pacome did, and the Knicks really appreciated him for it, and essentially said that they'll give him a good role and he'll be able to grow a lot. And he was a project pick, a 19-year-old. He was 18 when he was drafted, but a 19-year-old out of France who's still learning the NBA game. Definitely, it's going to be tough for him to get minutes on a contender, and we've seen that where he's not really getting those contender minutes yet. But Pacome is someone who the Knicks have high hopes for. However, he's been dealing with an injury that nobody is talking about. And on top of that, reports have shown that he might be healthy now, yet still the New York Knicks seemingly have no interest in playing him. So taking a look into all of this, it was revealed that Pacome is coming back very, very soon, as the Knicks recalled Pacome Dadiet from the G League's Westchester Knicks on Thursday. Dadiet will return to the NBA after a brief stint in the G League, but the rookie hasn't played an NBA game since January 17th while dealing with a toe injury, and it's just getting strange. It's like the Knicks are dealing with multiple injuries right now. Josh Hart's out. OG Anunoby's out. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson's still out. So you see these three guys go down with an injury, all of them forwards. Pacome's a forward, and he's just not getting looks for minutes whatsoever. It's really weird the Knicks just are not looking at all at him. And Pacome has played fairly well in the G League. He's putting up 13 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. So he's putting up solid numbers. His defense has been very, very good. There was a lot of fear about his defense coming into the NBA, but that has been a non-problem, as Dadiet's defense has been very, very good with the New York Knicks thus far. So there's nothing to really worry about. It's been the biggest bright spot of his game, actually, at least through this point of his career. And Dadiet has not really gotten a ton of minutes in the NBA at all, as his stats have not really changed, as he's putting up 1.5 points, 1 rebound, and half an assist per game while shooting 36% from 3 and 30% from the field. He's just not getting minutes. Dadiet will be fine. He's 19, but it's weird that he's not getting minutes in the G League either, and the reason for that is the toe injury that's been very mysterious. All that we know is that he hurt his toe. Nothing else has been revealed, and the Knicks don't talk about it whatsoever. It's like they're just sweeping an injury under the rug with Dadiet and not explaining what is going on with him. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks played an overtime game against the Chicago Bulls last night, and well, Dadiet wasn't ruled out with an injury. We saw OG ruled out with an injury, but we saw Matt Ryan, Tyler Kolek, and Pacome pick up DNPs for a coach's decision, meaning Dadiet might be healthy again from this injury. He might now be back, yet the New York Knicks are still hesitant to play the guy, and it's just weird. You had a 8-man rotation against the Bulls. You barely beat them, and you're putting in Landry Shamet, and this by no means is any indictment on Landry Shamet. I'm a big fan of Shamet's game and all that, but he's not like some long-term player with the Knicks. He's later 20s. He's 27 years old, and, well, he's on a 1-year contract that he was initially brought up from the G League after he went down with an injury to his shoulder, dislocating his right shoulder, and his play has been solid. He has not been bad at all, but his play has been solid, and the Knicks are routinely going with Shamet over Dadiet, which has fans rightfully so upset because the Knicks fans, they want to see their rookie forward play who's picked in the first round. The Knicks are acting like he's a guy on a 2-way contract. I mean, obviously Tom Thibodeau does not play rookies. This is nothing new, but at the same time, it is strange the way that we just have not seen Pacome get any sort of NBA minutes this year, really whatsoever. I mean, he's played 13 games, the 13th game not shown, the game against the Celtics. And that game against the Celtics, his first ever NBA game, the opening night in basketball, Dadiet played his second most minutes. The only time he's played more than that was against the Washington Wizards. And it's just strange the way that we've only seen him play once in all of 2025. And yes, if he's dealing with a foot injury, that makes sense. But if he's dealing with a toe injury as well, same thing. But, like, you wonder why. You wonder what is actually going on here. Why are the Knicks not playing a guy who they really, really trust in? Is it just that they're worried about his injury? Is it they're still trying to slowly develop him? The Knicks have been good at development. I mean, you look at a guy like Ariel Hukporti, who even over the All-Star break now looks way better. You look at Deuce McBride, who came really into the NBA as someone who is just a pure defender and now is a great shooter as well. You look at guys who got traded off the team like Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickley, who both panned out very well and continually got better with their time with the New York Knicks. The Knicks know how to develop guys. It's not lost on me that they like to develop guys slowly, but it is kind of strange with the fact that Dadiet just continually picks up these DMPs when the Knicks could use him. We haven't seen that as much with the rookies before. We've seen when players were out, we'd see Quentin Grimes and Deuce McBride before they were in the rotation. We'd see them break in for games at a time when there were injuries. We'd seen that happen, and now what we're seeing is Pacome Dadiet essentially be a player they could use at 6'7", can play really three positions that are just any position that's not point guard or center. So he would fit with the Knicks. He's a very good shooter, but he's not getting these minutes. And we're seeing Mikal Bridges play 44 minutes per game. You're telling me that 6 of those minutes can't go to Pacome Dadiet or something? Like, it just feels kind of off the way the Knicks have been very, very hesitant to use him. And I understand the injury is a part of it, but why is no one talking about this injury? Why has Tom Thibodeau never been asked about this injury? Like, I'm not pinning this all on Tibbs and the Knicks. I don't know why nobody's talking about this injury. It's strange. Their first-round rookie got injured, and everyone's ignoring it. It's a weird thing to do, and the Knicks, I'm not saying the Knicks have to come out and say every intricate detail of Pacome Dadiet's toe injury, but they haven't been pressed on this question at all, and Dadiet's just sat in the G League for the most part, and now that there's multiple injuries, he gets called up to the regular squad just to sit on the bench anyway. It feels like it's a very strange movement for the Knicks to stand on. It feels like this is something that just has very little legs, and it's just kind of strange. Dadiet, the Knicks, as I said earlier, they trusted him. They picked him early, and they did believe in him, and he's put up solid numbers in the G League. Look, his shooting percentages have not been good in the G League as well, so it is important to mention that. He is dealing with some efficiency issues for sure, and maybe the Knicks, rightfully so, are seeing, well, he's not playing well in the G League, so he's not shooting efficiently in the G League. He's not playing badly. But his shooting efficiency is bad in the G League. We're not going to play him in the NBA. And that's a fair reason to not play somebody. But we have to discuss this injury more. We have to see what the issue is. Why is nobody talking about Pacome Dadiet's injury? Let me know what you guys think down below. Why is no one talking about this? It's very strange. I want to see Pacome Dadiet play. I imagine you want to see Pacome Dadiet play. So let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.